you are about to be so excited. So gather up all your art supplies and your drawing supplies if you want a permanent marker to be able to trace your pencil lines, and then of course whatever you want to be able to color with, because we're going to be creating some characters that you might enjoy, okay? Or if you're parents or if you're grandparents, then you might have fun doing them with your kiddos or grandkids. So I've got my paper or my board horizontal, and I'm going to take my paper up for you guys. And of course, you know that I always draw in marker first, so that way you guys can see what I'm doing. But I think you should definitely draw in pencil. That way, if there's any oopsies, you can erase, no big deal. And we can not stress out, right? No stressing when it comes to making art. Okay. So, are you ready? Are you ready for this? See if you can figure out what it is, okay? And make sure you draw soft, that way if there's any oopsies, you can erase, okay? So I am going to draw we're gonna put trying to think how I wanna do this. A vertical that turns into a curve like a frowny face. Okay, vertical turns into a curve like a frowny face. Then on here, we're going to draw sort of like a rectangular oval-ish type shape. So kind of looks like a rectangle, kind of looks like an oval, right? All right. Then let's bring that line down a little bit more. Then this line is going to continue right down there. From here, I'm going to guess you guys are kind of already guessing what this is. So I'm going to go horizontal, horizontal, and then we will go vertical, horizontal, vertical, and we'll do a little curve line right there. And then of course we need a curve line back here, like that. Have you figured it out yet? I bet you have. All right, so now we are going to add some details. Okay, so very, very softly, you guys, you need to draw very, very softly an oval right up top. And then we're going to kind of come down and over just like that. And then we're going to go diagonal, 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 just like that. And we will, at the top, well, so they're diagonal, 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 diagonal. Then we're going to go curve up to a point, curve up to a point, curve up to a point. Okay? Then we are going to, let's see. Let's go. We're going to do this. We're going to go curve like a little bit of a grin, okay? And then it's going to go back behind, okay? Then we're going to pretend, and bring it around and behind. And then pretend, bring it around and behind. And then we'll come up here and behind. Okay, so it almost looks like I twisted up my Among Us character with a rope, but really it is a Christmas tree light strand, okay? And so my daughter plays Among Us with her friends, and I I know a little bit about it. I wish I could tell you guys I was cool and I played and I knew more about it, but I don't really. I just know that there's jobs that have to be done, and I know that there's different characters, and I also know that there's like a bad guy kind of like, and everybody's trying to figure out who that is. And that's about all I know. So, like I said, wish I could tell you I was cool and I played, but OMG, all the kids are all about it. So I thought, why not make something all the kids are all about? So these are kind of looking like almonds or raindrops, but they're lights. You know that. You know this, right? So here we go. And there we go. And there we go. And I like to alternate their directions because, first of all, Christmas lights do that, right? And then second of all, it kind of fills in like blank spots here and there if we alternate their directions, right? Okay. There. So we got lots of almond light bulbs on there, okay? So there's character number 1. Now, we are going to make character number 2. So this guy, I guess really he could be the same size, so this guy's facing that way. So this guy's going to be facing this way, okay? So, and if I wanted to make him the same size, I could, but I think I'm going to make this guy just a little bit taller, and the only reason being is so that their mouth areas aren't like right up on each other, so that way I can kind of get them a little bit closer, okay? So we're going to do that same kind of rectangle-y oval shape, and then we're going to do a vertical that turns into a curve, and this line continues down, and then we kind of come up, over, down, over, right? Okay. Now, since y'all have a pencil, you can most definitely touch up your lines a lot better than I can, right? Okay, so now, same thing, very, very, very lightly. Sketch an oval, very, very, very lightly. Sketch a curved line, very lightly. And what we're going to do is we're going to create value in that area. We're going to do a light, medium, dark. Now, how fun would it be if we made a little bow tie on this guy? Little bow tie-a-roo there. And maybe put a couple little button-a-roos, okay? Then, what if we did candy cane, antlers, yes, please. Oh my gosh, so cute. And I totally forgot my whiteout, so we're just going to have to pretend that we don't see these lines through the candy cane. Now, you guys would be able to, I almost said delete them, erase them, right? Curve, 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 curve. So they kind of look a little like smiley face curves, right? Okay, now we gotta have a ground line, right? Although I know they kind of float around in space, I think, but, or maybe, I don't know. We'll just draw a curved line like that. We could always make it something up in space, right? Okay, and then what if right over here, we're gonna draw a curve, and a curve, just like that, okay? Then at the top of this, we're going to do lots of little curves, like little fluffy fluffs. And make it like a little Santa hat. Oh my gosh, y'all can't even see that. It's cut out of the picture. See, like a little Santa hat. Okay? So this little guy is like peeking up out of the scene. Okay? So now we can, on here, we're going to draw a little hand that's going to curve around with a finger pointing up like it's shushing. Shh. Right? We got a little shush, like he's hiding over here. He's coming into the scene. Oh my gosh, so cute. See him? So cute. All right. There. So now we could totally get busy coloring. So you guys get to decide what you're going to use. Are you going to use crayons? Are you going to use markers? Are you going to use colored pencil? So you guys get to decide what you're going to use, okay? And there's no wrong answer. I want you guys to use what you have around the house. There's no stressing. If that means you have to use highlighters and pens, then that's what you use, okay? But it is really important to me that we always fill in our white spots. It just helps our artwork look more complete, right? So definitely want to fill in our white spots. These characters can realistically be whatever color you want. There's really no wrong answer, okay? Now, I am going to do, what color is this? Blue? Yes, it is. Let's see. Actually, I think I like this blue. Well, I don't know. I really like this blue too. Maybe we'll use the both, okay? Because I want to talk about this nose area or snout area. This very middle oval we're going to do as light as we can. Then around that, we're going to get darker. Whoop. Pushing so hard, I pushed my board. Then around this, we're going to go even darker. And it's kind of hard to tell the difference. So we're going to use another blue crayon to kind of come in there and help with the darkness. Because we're trying to show a light value, a medium value, and a darker value. So if I take this blue on top of the, I would say turquoise, but let's see what it's really called. Robin's egg blue. So we'll just go right on top of that. And then that is going to help with the difference in value. So now we have a light, a medium, and a dark. Okay? We're going to do the same thing on this guy. A light, a medium, and then we'll go darker. Now remember, if you need to pause me at any time, you most definitely can. You can go back and rewatch. You can, you know, kind of do your own thing. Here I am talking and I totally goofed, guys. I was not supposed to do that color first. Hopefully, kind of works on top. See, you always want to start with your lighter color first and then build your darker color on top, because light colors don't really cover up dark colors. But that's okay. It's okay. No big deal. There's no mistakes in arts. There's just, you know, sometimes oopsies and we have to fix them. Okay? All right. Now let's do the same thing in our little character here. I am going to use, what is this guy? Red violet. And I want this, is it this one? Blue violet. Red violet, blue violet. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of mark off this area right in here. so that I know that this area in here is going to be a lighter value and this area out here is going to be darker. Okay, so in here we're going to color this in just like that. There we go. And I'm trying very carefully not to color in my light bulbs. Now this video may be kind of long, but it's because there's a lot of detail going on in here. And remember too, if you wanted to trace your pencil lines with a black marker, you most definitely could, okay? A permanent marker or just a black Crayola marker. Or you can even trace, like say you don't have a black marker, you could trace with pen, you could trace with colored pencil, you can even trace with black crayon, right? Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I know I just said you should color with your lighter color first, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go on top of this blue violet, and I am going to color on top of that with my red violet. Okay, go. Just like that. So it kind of matches this way and it blends, right? So it's not like it's drastically two different colors. It just has a little bit of, like, we know it's two different colors, but we also know that there's the same color on top, okay? There we go. Fabulous. Okay. So we're showing value in our characters and making them look so cool. Okay, now this guy over here, I want him to look like a deer, right? Like a reindeer. So I'm going to do the same thing where we kind of mark off where it's going to be lighter. Okay, and so all in here, this is going to be much lighter. Now when we're coloring, we want to make sure that our color lines go the same direction, okay? We don't want our lines going all different directions. I'm going to be so sad when Christmas is over. And it's not even like, I don't even care about the presents. I don't want anything. I just love doing all the art projects around this time of year. So fun. Okay, so we got that one. Now, honestly, you know what? I bet I could just use some muscle now to show my darker value. Now remember how I had the oopsie there? If I could erase it, I would have erased it, but can't erase Sharpie. So if you guys have oopsies, make sure you erase them first before you color over them, okay? Here we go. Good golly, Miss Molly. My arm's getting tired already. It's kind of hard coloring up vertical like this. Okay. Whew. There we go. So cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, now... Oh, we have one more little character down there, don't we? I almost forgot. This little guy is going to be red, okay? But we still got to do... Now, his little window isn't as big. Oop. So I'm going to color hard at the bottom and then kind of lighter at the top. If you can even tell, that's kind of tiny, tiny. Okay? And then... we'll just color this whole guy red. Okay. Just like that. So it's like he's creeping up. Awesome. Okay. And then the hat is also red, right? Ta-da! Okay, now, do we want to make this like the moon? That could be cool. So if we make it the moon, it might be like we've got craters going on, right? And I'm purposefully doing the craters kind of underneath the characters like that, because it also makes it look like a shadow, which helps it to be a little bit more realistic. Now remember, guys, I know I'm talking a lot, but work with me. It makes it more fun so you can listen and work at the same time. And then it's not like oh, guys, you let me forget his booty and his booty. OMG. Okay, that's okay. That is okay. We'll just draw his little booty line down. And I guess it would kind of... Okay. Now, this would probably be even darker. Christmas tree back there is just shaking away in the background. Those little ornaments are all going to pop off. The whole table's shaking. There we go. And this guy would probably just be this color back here. There we go. Boop, boop, be-doop, boop. There we go. Oh, yes. Now we can color the rest of the moon. Okay, so we'll put just some black kind of softly up here, like that, just right there on those edges. And then we'll color the rest gray. We can even color over our black with gray. Make sure to color between all the lights and the wires. Christmas lights can be super, super annoying. I have multiple strands this year that had lights not working. So of course, like now half the strand doesn't work. So I bought one of those tools that you're supposed to turn on and be able to put on the light to see if they work or not. Well, it would tell me, I guess, which ones didn't work, but then whenever I would swap out the light bulbs, they didn't come on. So I don't know. Maybe I need to learn how to use my tool better. So of course there is an AB pattern in a candy cane. Red, white, red, white, red, white. You guys know this. Whoop. There we go. And there we go. Okay. And what if we did the bow tie red? There we go. There we go. So just like that. Oh, it's a little lighter at the top, darker as it goes down. Very fabulous. Super fabulous. Okay, so now let's do his little buttons, green. And I'm choosing color pencils for these two things because they're smaller, so that helps me to be able to stay in the lines, right? You don't have to, though. You do, like I said earlier, you use what you have, okay? We just use what we have. Now, these are Christmas lights, right? And so we want there to look like there's a little bit of a shine in our lights, which means you have to pick an angle of where the light is coming from. So maybe the light is coming from this top left corner and it's kind of shining down a little bit. So if that's the case, that means that the top left of everything is going to be lighter and the bottom right of everything is going to be darker. And then as they come together, it'll kind of go medium and then up to light, okay? Now you can just sort of pick everywhere that you want to have red. So maybe it might be a smart idea for me to go ahead and pull out the colors that I want to use for my Christmas lights. Maybe orange, and stay away from blue and purple just because there's blue and purple already on there. What do y'all think? Okay, what is this one called? Yellow orange? What is this one called? Orange, that's the one we want. Okay. So I could have like a pattern, okay, that I'm going to put on here. So while I have it in my hand, well, let's just move on. I'm going to switch to yellow. You know, you think things out in your head and then you change your mind sometimes. That's okay. Girls are really good at that. So while I have the yellow in my hand, I'll just go ahead. I know every fourth one is going to be yellow. So it's going to go orange, red, green, yellow. Orange. Uh-oh. Orange, red, green. Why did I jump down here, guys? I don't even know. Holy Hannah. Oh, man. I think I'm tired. Okay. I think I totally messed up my pattern, but that's okay, guys. Again, we're not going to stress about this. This is for fun. We're working on our lines, we're working on our colors, we're working on value, we're working on shapes. So this really incorporates a lot of different elements of design that we've been learning about. And that's the most important thing, that you learn different art vocabulary and terms, and that in the process you create fun art, right? Art that you're proud of and you're happy with. Okay. Then we'll go red. So I think this one would be red. Remember, this light's not see-through, so if I could, I would erase part of that nose line right there. Dark on the underside, medium, light. Dark on the underside, medium, light. And then maybe the rest of them are green. I'm not really sure, but you know. Light, medium, dark. I think it's actually easier to go from dark to medium to light. Dark to medium to light. Dark, medium, light. That's just easier to me. I'm not really sure why. Start pushing hard and then get softer as you go up. There. Okay, now typically the light strings are green. Not always. I have some that are white. But I think all my outside ones are green. I have icicle lights and inflatables and color lights on my house and just fun stuff in the yard. Fun Christmas decorations. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Look how cute that is. Okay, so now really we just have our background to do, and you guys can sort of choose to do how you want to. Okay, so I am gonna do just like this. Boop, boop, boop. I'm just making some big stars. Now we've talked about stars before, but it's been a while. Let me see. Do I have? Yes. Okay, so real quick. The way I do my stars is I start with almost like a triangle. Then I go horizontal. Horizontal. Then I go diagonal, diagonal, and then diagonal, 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 diagonal. So if you think about it, it's like part of a triangle, part of a triangle, part of a triangle, and it just keeps going around and around. If you would rather, of course, you can do longer triangle, diagonal, horizontal, diagonal. Okay, so that's an option as well. Or you can just do little twinkle stars in the sky, just like that, right? Nobody's going to know the difference. And it's your art, so you do you how you want to, right? Okay, so then we would color these bad boys in. Color those all in. And I'm going quickly because I know this video has already lasted quite a while. And you might be having ants in your pants. So, there we go. And then I want my stars to kind of look like they're glowing. So I'm going to draw spiral around them. Just like that. Spiral. There we go. Round and around and around we go. Okay. Now, with the rest of the background, definitely am going to just do a calm background. Normally with a night sky, I might do something more fun, like blend in some grays and purples, but I'm just going to keep it calm because I don't want to take away from my characters. Oh, wait. You know what we could do right here, though? Look. I could do so it looks like our lights are kind of glowing. Do this first before I color the black. Okay. And yes, I'm going to color black over it, but I'm coloring these kind of hard, so maybe they'll show through the black. Okay? All right. So now I can do the black. And notice my lines go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. But I'm being careful not to color on my star, not to color on my Among Us characters, and we just get this all filled in. Awesome. Outline, outline. Maybe that would help to kind of outline those first. What do y'all think? Just so my brain slows down just a little bit when I get in close. There we go. Okay. And then we'll just get this all filled in. Please, please, please do not work so hard on this whole thing and then just scribble color it in, okay? Take your time getting it all colored in. I know it looks like I'm going incredibly fast, but you don't have to keep up with me. You go at your own pace, okay? I have a lot of practice at this, right? And yes, I did color harder close to the moon because I want the sky to look darker than the moon, right? I don't want to just blend right into the moon. There's a little bit of sky showing over here. Not much, just a little bit. Oh my goodness. So fun. And I am sure those of you that play the game, are allowed to play the game, I am sure that you could add your own characters in here, right? some other ones. You could even have some like floating around in space. Gotta be careful, don't want to color my candy canes. Candy cans. There we go. Oh my gosh, guys. I love it. I love it. It's just so fun and simple, but not, if that makes sense. So, very, very cute. I am positive that you guys have done just as fabulous of a job, and I would love to see what yours looks like. So make sure and take a picture and upload it so I can see it. You guys have a super awesome day, week, weekend, whatever it may be, and I cannot wait to do some more art with you.